We're in today with the legendary Xeon W3690. We're gonna push the CPU to the limit, aside from overclocking, because this HP Z400 that I'm testing it doesn't have any overclocking features. But we're gonna offer this CPU the best chance to perform by pairing it up with this RTX 3060 Ti. We're gonna see how it's running in a couple of games. Now, theoretically, the CPU has a 3.4 gig base clock, and apparently this HP it's boosting the CPU up to 3.7. So hopefully the CPU can do a fantastic job. It's got 6 cores, 12 threads, and there's a lot of chance the CPU can actually be beneficial even today. I mean, it's a monster of a CPU. Nevertheless, we're going to jump in and see how this whole system is working. At this stage, I can say that I will keep the CPU for a longer time because I do want to test other video cards with this PC, and I want to revise a couple of older video cards. All right, let's jump into Hogwarts Legacy and see how the CPU is working. I think it's gonna do a fantastic work, but nevertheless, let's see how it's working. I need to see the settings because it's very important. Now we can benefit from this video card by putting it to some upscaling, but I want it flat as possible, no upscaling, 100%. Let's start with low details and we're gonna see how it's running with low details, no upscaling. Okay, this is actually fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. I got some really nice numbers here with this W3690 because it's very hard to pronounce the name. But apparently it's got an awesome performance, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit surprising. Now you can actually see the cores that are running really nice. The GPU is badly loaded. I think I have a different type of problem. I think it's not on the cores, I think it's on the threads, and I managed to put on the left side for us something like this, so we can actually see the threads. So the frequency of the CPU is on 3.6 with 40-50% load on the cores, but the threads, there's a couple of them that are reaching maximum, I think, and hence why I get those 50 FPS. The MS is flat. You can actually see the MS is flat, you know, there's no problem with the MS. I'm not saying this is ideal, but it's very surprising to see the performance of such an old CPU. You know, I'm with an RTX 3060 Ti, and this is kind of brilliant for a CPU, you know. So averaging really nice with a maximum of 56, 43 on average, and 15 on minimal. I'll say, you know what, I'll take it. Let's jump into Fortnite and see how we are doing with performance mode. 1080p with performance mode on low details. I think we are going to do really nice with the CPU. Okay, we're in the air. Oh, look at this. Already a nice performance from this CPU. Hundreds of FPS in the air. I like it. I like how it's working. I just want to take a peek and see how the threads are doing. Ah, already seen a couple of them maxing out. Yes. So averaging around 140 FPS with this one, balancing really nice with this FPS, but minimals and 1%, they are not in a good check. For instance, 16 FPS on minimal is not something that I would really like. I know it's because of the threads, so I'm not gonna judge, but overall the whole system is doing a fantastic job. You know, the GPU is not very stressed, only 20% on that VRAM is used in performance mode, so there is no need for a video card like this. You can actually balance it with the less performant video card than this 3060 Ti. On the system RAM, it's actually pretty nice, you know, 8 gig of system RAM, it's good, but on the CPU side, I think the threads are the one that are lagging, you know. So I'm not gonna judge, I'm not gonna say nothing. I just want to say that this is an overall system that it's not to be taken as a joke, seriously. This is my opinion. I mean system, I mean CPU, you know, because it's quite capable. Okay, let's jump into GTA 5 and see how it's running. I think this game can actually offer us the truth about the CPU. I'm gonna put it on 1080p DirectX 10 and FX AA because I want the game to look a little sharp. Let's see how it's running like this in GTA Online. Okay, we're in GTA Online. Yes. Okay, so the first numbers are like 20-30%. I was like, 30% on the core. Why are you lagging? Why you have 40 FPS, 48, 46 FPS? It makes no sense. You know, the GPU is not loaded. You know, it's got only 36% of the VRAM, so it's not even 4 gig of VRAM it's used, less than 4 gig of VRAM used, nearly 10 gig of system RAM, 30-40% on the average core. Why does it lag? It lags because of this. Some threads are reaching maximum. For instance, the second one, the third one, see? They all have a couple of threads that are lagging. Let's go sell the car and see how it's performing, and maybe this way we want to see if the CPU's threads are maxed out. But I think the experience overall, 41 FPS on GTA Online, it's quite adequate. I'm not complaining about this, seriously. The only thing I will say, it's not the 3060 Ti, it's not needed here. So if you have this CPU in the computer with 16 gig of RAM, in this case I have 24, I have to put 32. I think it will be ideal. It's very sad to see that the cores are doing so fantastic and I'm being bottlenecked by the threads. Hence why I'm guessing here comes the comment when it comes to, yeah, you should definitely overclock the CPU because it's doing a fantastic job. Yes, I know, in the future. I just want to tell you that this is the computer that I have for the 1366 and a Z600, but hopefully in the future when I finish testing all the CPUs, I get the opportunity to use that computer too, because I have to disassemble the memory and the hard drive. Actually, I have to get more memory because the Z600 is using ACC memory, and yeah, it's got dual channel, it's got dual socket CPU, but I need proper cooler for it, and hopefully I can get 2 high performance coolers. If not, I have to use CPUs that are under 100 watts. If not, I cannot use it. 30-35 FPS in the casino, it's actually a good number considering how many details are in the casino, you know, so hence why I come every single time here and do my spin, because sometimes I get some money. Sometimes I get t-shirts and I hate it. So please no t-shirt, yeah? No t-shirt. Usually they doesn't give you cars and stuff like that. Or P. Oh, better than a t-shirt. Okay, let's try God of War. I think God of War is going to run really nice on this CPU. I already see like a couple of nice FPS here, and I think we need to check the graphics and see how we are set up. Ultra Performance DLSS, let's disable it, see if we can benefit from the flawless details without upscaling on low details. All right, this is fantastic. So we got a lot of FPS apparently on average. It's not something that I was not expecting from this. Imagine having 100 FPS on average in God of War with the W3690. This is sweet. Now, what I want to see is the threads. Ah, yeah, look at it. Nearly maxed out. But it's doing the job. I'm not complaining. Look at it. It's doing the job. Temperature-wise on the CPU, I'm actually surprised how this cooler from this HP is working. It sounds really loud, you know, so it's holding the CPU on 66, nearly to 70 degrees, you know. But I can't complain, seriously. I cannot complain. On system, I got 8.3 gig of system RAM. That is really nice for this whole system itself, you know. And I'm 100% sure that this system is going to keep, I'm going to keep this CPU in the system because it's doing such a fantastic job. I have the opportunity to test other video cards, you know, so yeah. All right, so I have nothing here. But it's working. I got really nice FPS, 74 FPS on average, 49 on minimal, 60 on 1%. The overall system is fantastic. 50% usage from this 3060 Ti. So 3060 Ti split it in half. Yes, that's it. That's how much you need. You don't need kick-ass video card. You just need half of the performance from this video card. Let's try Cyberpunk because I think this game is gonna run really nice. Actually, this is a horrible resolution, but I'm gonna start from up top. Ultra performance, fidelity FX. No. I'll put it on 1080p graphics as a preset. I'm gonna put it to low. I think there is some auto fidelity FX there, but nevertheless. Look at the performance. This insane CPU can manage to push Cyberpunk on low details. No upscaling required. Actually, it runs good, you know? It runs... Well, apparently it keeps crashing, so I only got a couple of seconds with this CPU. Damn, that was interesting. Keep crashing. But regardless, I got like a lot of FPS. Can I swap it to ultra details or ray tracing? Let's put it on maximum details, see? Not the ray tracing, let's start ultra. Let's see how it's running with ultra. Does the GPU take over? Yes, the GPU takes over. 75% on the core load on the GPU and 40% on the memory usage. Now the cores on the CPU, they are maxed out soon, but I want to see the threads. Oh yeah, definitely the threads are nearly to max. Okay, it's good. It's not about that how shall I say about that sleek performance that you get when you have a proper CPU. It's just an old CPU that managed to get the job done. You know, if you lock everything on 60 FPS, let's see what happens if we put it on 60 FPS. VSync 60 FPS. Look at that. So it doesn't lag. Do we get more better minimals in 1%? Let's see. Okay, 21 FPS on minimal and 51% on 1%. See how the GPU is so linear when you enable VSync. That's exactly 42 on minimal. 13 actually. I changed my mind. I remember because it's not that great, you know. So, but it's okay. The memory usage on this GPU it's 43%. So it's 3.5 gig of VRAM it's using, 60% core load on the GPU. The CPU is reaching to what, 70-80%. Let's see how it's looking, the threads here. Still reaching a couple of them on maximum details. I don't know why it was crashing. Maybe I had to put VSync on. Who knows? Maybe it didn't like that idea of reaching 70-80 FPS without VSync. Look, now it's not crashing. It makes no sense. Seriously, it makes no sense. I'm 100% sure that if I put if I take a car, it will crash. Let's see if I can find a car. My kind of gem. Oh yeah, 56 FPS. Jump into Crossout. I think we are going to do well with this because I'm on high settings without VSync, man. Without VSync. I have everything here on maximum without legacy GPU compatibility because that's something like performance mode, and everything is on maximum. It looks fantastic, you know. It's Crossout, and I think this video card can help us. Actually, let's take the DLSS off. 70-100 FPS. Ooh, we're doing really good. What's wrong with the threads are not used? The CPU, the GPU is 40%. I'm okay, no? Memory usage 40%, averaging. Let's see how we are going to average here. We need to put more damage here. Why the what the TT Cobra? Oh my god. Nah, I'm very happy how this GPU and this CPU is performing. Look at the threads and cores, how it's running. Nah, it's fantastic. The only thing I have to do is increase the temperature, lower the temperature on the GPU. on the video card because it's reaching 71 degrees. It's not something that I really appreciate. But overall, it's doing fantastic. Hundreds of FPS, minimally 17, not okay. But I love how Crossout is working.